Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready, shot. Ready, team.
They'll stay on the ground with a 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Hey! Jim. All right, go. Ready. Flag like you mean it. Corner, long. Let's go. Out.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. What a try. Touchdown, Dolphins. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
And when things haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Jason Sanders to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain. Escaping to his left. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. Big-time play there for Buffalo. An even 40 yards.
40 yards. First down, Buffalo.
They'll run it here with Saquon. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. 56. At the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
Allen now on 2nd down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Allen to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Good for Bills. First down. An 8-yard pickup.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Bills. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready. team. 20, TX.
Here's 2. This one complete to Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7-yard pickup.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Tua to Tyreek for the Dolphins first.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Tua, give it to Achane. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here's Tagovailoa. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
A gain of 10.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Tua now on third down. That one out wide to Achane. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
It's a gain of 14.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Working across the field, there goes Hill. And he's into the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown Miami. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 27.
We are through one. 14-7 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
Middle.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. a gain of 28.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
At the 20-yard line.
To throw is Allen. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Allen gonna throw. Rolling to the left. He keeps it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Now Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdowns, Buffalo. Extra point try by Bass. It's up and good. And the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 32-yard line.
Go ahead. What?
Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a give to H.A. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Off play action, it's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Second down, here's Tungo Vailoa. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. To the pylon, he's in. Devon, 8-10. Touchdown, Dolphins.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Injured player on the field, and that indeed is Josh Allen. The Bills bringing on the punt team. The dangerous Tyreek Hill is deep for Miami. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
They're right here.
They'll start on the ground. It's 8-10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
That's good.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And he finds Tyreek.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Tungo Vailoa. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Corner, long, long. Ready. Ready.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by H.M. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. And now, when you look at this, it's a fake. You try to let the up man run with it, but he gets buried behind the line. And they turn it over on downs.
Mustang 19.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to run it. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. That one good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26
Panther 11. Panther 11.
First down, Bill.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, a huge mistake right in the head. It is intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over at their own 15.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. To the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Allen working from the pistol. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's going to try it here again. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. It's second down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. From the gun, here is Allen. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up 8 out to the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. A throw there on 2nd down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Turnover on down.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That is caught outline on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. And that one not going to get there. And it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
A run up the middle with Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Moving to his left. There he goes again. And he is out of bounds. Give him 11 on the scramble to give them a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He's dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
Here we go.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. It's Jalen Phillips getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Hey, get set. Out, out.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Ready. Hey, 21, TA. 18. Corner, long. Ready.
A shotgun snap to Tua. That's over the middle, caught by Tyreek. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the pistol, here's Achane. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Dwayne Carter in on the stop.
49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Okay.
The RPO, that one is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10.
Watch it, Oscar. 21G.
To throw is Tua. That went out wide to Achane. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Miami.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Once again, it's Achane. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
All right, come on.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal as they convert on 3rd down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
On the ground is the tight end. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Gus Wiley. Touchdown, Miami. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
19, 18, 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Off he goes. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
A first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Out to his right. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Ready.
Tua, give it to Achane. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Jackson. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Ready.
A run here with Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10 now from the 36.
Come on.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Second down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Going up top. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down. Big play there for the Bills. A pickup of 44 yards. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run it.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They're in four-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Bills.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on fourth down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scrambling. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And he nearly got free, but as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Talk things over before third down.
Sixty Vikings.
Here's a designed run.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into it.
The pressure gets there, and down he second down.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
On the run to the right. He's going to look for the home run ball. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. They